This Sunday finds us
at Walpeup.
Let's see how we got here.
We started the week leaving home. We are finally on the road full time. We've had some mods done to the ute. Old Basil's looking pretty good now. We've had the last little repairs and additions put onto the van. The air conditioner, which I reckon is going to be a game changer. We might talk about that later. And we're on the road full time, and our first stop is going to be in Koondrook. So let's have a look at Koondrook. We're at the 72-hour free camp at Koondrook. Now it's a 72-hour free camp for fully contained RVs and caravans. And we're over there in the corner. So it's a fairly big spot. You could probably cram a few in if you wanted to, or if you needed to. But we're here midweek, almost the middle of March, and it's mid-afternoon and we're the only ones here. So it is a free camp, but there's a donation box at the camp. Over the other side of the road is the dump point, and there's also a donation box if all you're doing is dumping and running. A lovely little sheltered area, electric barbecue that a bit dusty at the moment because everything's bloody dusty at the moment. We've walked across the road from our 72-hour free camp, and this is the mighty Murray River. The amount of water that must flow through here is amazing. But we're going to go on a bit of a walk. There's a bit of a track this side, and it's amongst these beautiful old trees. So the dappled shade of the beautiful trees, the birds chirping in the background. It's going to be a lovely little walk. And we're near the bridge, and it's a beautiful old bridge, and the bridge has a bit of history, and there's a history board. I suggest when you're in the area take the time to have a look. And it's also the start of the River Red Gum statue walk. Now the walk is a really easy gravelled walk. There's other areas to get down to the river and have a look. It's a beautiful, peaceful spot, well worth the look. So we've made our way down to the Murray. We're just near the bridge. There's a bit of a bank, bit of a flat spot, so I'm going to set up and have a fish, and hopefully we can catch something. Alright, so we've come to the town centre of Koondrook. Now it's a good 3 or 4 minute drive from where we are near the bridge, so it's probably a bit too far to walk if you're a bit lazy like we are today. So we've driven down, and this is the wharf area, and that's the Murray. Don't know whether you can hear the noise in the background, but that is the Arbuthnot red gum sawmill, working hard. And there's a vintage car rally, which we're going to go and have a look at some of the cars.
Beautifully kept.
Aren't they? They are spectacular. So we're still at Koondrook town centre. There's a playground. Another gazebo-y type thing. with electric barbecues and some seating. I'm pleasantly surprised by Koondrook. And it's a beautiful town centre.
Yes.
Way more than I thought it was going to be. Lovely lawned areas, got the river, you got the pier and the jetty. Looks like there's a cafe, general store, not far from the pub. It's a beautiful spot. So Koondrook, I really rate. That free camp, 72 hours. Donation. It's on a main road. There's lots of truck noise during the day, but we weren't worried about it during the night, were we, Tony?
No, there was nothing once it was dark.
Yep, so Koondrook side, you got the one pub in this area. The other side, Barham, there's a couple of pubs and the big Club Barham. It's got a beautiful foreshore as well. And it's on the Murray. So, I don't know, I reckon this is a beautiful little spot. Seems to be a lot quieter than what you get at a Chuka or somewhere like that. Well, they're slowly keeping up with the times at Koondrook. Barham. They now have horseless carriages, which is pretty cool, really, when you think about it. Like, I don't think I've seen a horse. And then it's a bit of a courtesy thing, giving way to each other because we're courtesy to each other. No. Courteous to each other. And that's a drive over the bridge. We'll give old mate a wave because he was good to us. Another horseless carriage. And then you have the pub on one of the two pubs in Barham. Butcher shop down there I highly recommend. And the Barham Hotel here, so there's two pubs in Barham. And then over there is Club Barham, which is a massive big club with heaps of pokies and heaps of dining. And in this IGA are the best salads you're ever going to find in your life. I'm not even joking. When you go to a delicatessen in a small country town, you do not expect the quality of salads. Last night I had a raw cauliflower and broccoli Waldorf salad, which, oh my god, was amazing. I never thought I'd say that about a salad. That's it. So we're probably going to head off soon, and we'll show you where we are when we are where we are. That was easily to say, right? We're at Walpeup. It's a community park. It's a small park. There's some grass sites. There's a playground. There's a barbecue covered area. There's plenty of bins around. Now, this is our little spot. We grabbed it last night. We were the last spot yesterday. Now it's $10 with power, and today's going to get to 40 degrees, and it's only going to get to mid-20s overnight. So we thought we were going to stay here another day. We're going to have a look and see all that Walpeup has to offer. But there's showers, toilets, laundry for $2. You can't drink the water, but for $10 a night, this is spectacular. So this is a dryland memorial garden in Walpeup. Now in Walpeup there's not a lot to do, and this would have to be one of the top 5 things to do. There may only be 4 things to do, so it might have been a bit harsh. But this is Mrs. McCracken's garden. So I wonder whether she's any relation to Phil. But there's a wide range of native shrubs and trees in here. It's actually quite cool. I don't know which way to go. There was a map. I should have looked at the map. But so I suppose as Australia's climate gets hotter and drier, some of these plants are going to become more familiar in our gardens as we try and reduce our watering costs. And there are a lot of different types of plants, some with some flowers. So, this is a McCracken garden. Like what I've done there, Tanya?
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you're into gardens and you're into native flora, I imagine this would be a lot more exciting for you than me. But still nice to get out of the car and have a walk around Mrs. McCracken's dryland garden. And I'm sorry about some of those jokes I made earlier. I was just McCracking myself up. 29 kilometres from Walpeup is Ouyen. We've got down, this is Ouyen Lake, and this all looks fairly new. So we're going to have a wander around and we'll give you some feedback on Ouyen Lake. So there's a lovely boat ramp, concrete boat ramp, and a jetty. I suggest by the rod holders and the bait boards must be stocked with fish. So there you go. I've just found out that it's a 2 kilometre walk or 2 kilometre run, depends how fast you go, and we're going to take the walking option. On the foreshore of Ouyen Lake, we've got this lovely little playground, heaps of space, and then this grassed area which goes down to the lake, and you'll see that it's a controlled swimming spot. Goes down to this lovely almost sandy beach, and then you'll see that across there is a jetty. So this is a fantastic spot for younger children and families to come and have a swim. Obviously supervised, but it's fantastic. Jetty, you got access to the jetty from the sheltered side with some ladders. It's a lovely big floating jetty. On the foreshore, right near the swimming area, there's a lovely big ablution block, and yeah, it's got a barbecue area. So yeah, like Ouyen Lake, more like oh yeah Lake. We're at Walpeup, where we've had our $10 a night powered sites, and across the road there's a nature walk. So as I've stated, there's not a great deal to do in Walpeup, so we thought we'd better do the nature walk. When we left Koondrook, we had every intention of going to Menangatang, but the weather was just going to be too hot. It was forecast to be too hot. It was like high 30s, low 40s, so we decided to keep going until we got to Walpeup. Have you found the time at Walpeup, Tanya?
It has been quite hot. There's not a lot to do, as you've mentioned, but with the power, it's been not too bad because of the aircon.
Yeah, aircon, well, it's a fantastic investment. We went to Ouyen for a day, which is a 29 kilometre drive. Ouyen in itself is another quiet-ish Mallee town, but I was blown away by the lake they have there.
Yeah, it was beautiful, really well maintained. Only 6 years old, I think we found out.
Yeah, and they've just improvements are just happening all the time. It's got a great swimming spot. It's got fishing jetties. It's just a great spot.
Put your boat in.
Put your boat in. So, if we were going to be around the area for a bit longer, we would have explored the lake a bit more and utilised some of its aqua sports.
Yeah.
And as Tony said, Walpeup itself small town. We had Mrs. McCracken's garden, which I thought was a macracker. The silo mural is probably one of the best, it is the best silo mural I think I've seen. It is fantastic. Yeah, no, I really rate the silo. And this nature walk, the clue's in the name. We're walking and we're in nature. And remember, don't count the years.
Make the years count.